Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about improvement and upgrade. I'm very much looking forward to share the little tips I have for you. In this video, I'll give you 3 areas in which you can improve yourself. And I think it's a good basis to understand that glowing up, personal development is not only about one area or one thing or just about one specific area. I think it's a very global approach. And don't forget to give a like or to subscribe if you haven't yet. I started my growth journey, my glowing up journey 5-6 years ago. And it's a journey, like when I look at myself from the past, I'm like, wow, I have improved so much. And yet I see how much I can still improve. For this video, I'm gonna give you 3 areas in which you can improve and in which personally I base my self-growth journey. The 3 areas are physical, emotional, and spiritual. And those are 3 areas I believe they consist a bit the base of your growth journey. And through these categories, you'll be able to do under categories. It's pretty much a base for all the upgrades and growth you want to have in your life. We'll talk first about the physical areas. In order to improve yourself physically, you need to understand what you want to improve. One way I personally started improving myself was always to have my nails done when I can. I cannot do it all the time anymore because I work, but when I don't work, I can have my nails done. And this is like something that brings me a lot of joy. It brings a lot of feminine essence in my life. I really feel very classy and elegant with my nails. But I think one way to improve your physical appearance is through understanding what you want to improve and how you want to improve, how you want to look like. What's your ideal woman? What's your ideal self? And through understanding your ideal self, you can be inspired by models, actresses, or someone you know. I'm personally very inspired by Monica Bellucci. She's one of my self-concept. She's one woman I admire a lot for her class, for her elegance, I guess, and how she looks. You need to understand what you want to improve, and then you need to understand how you can improve it. So for me, it was nails. It was getting my hair done. It was getting, for you, it can be your lashes, your eyebrows. It can be going to the gym. It can be going for a run once a week instead of not working out. It's a lot about your health as well. So everything that concerns the gym, eating healthy, dressing well. I think glowing up is really an inside work. When you glow up, when you upgrade, they will see it physically, because physically you'll look better. You need to understand that glowing up and upgrading doesn't come from just the external things. It really comes down to changing inside of you, the emotional part of you, which leads us to my second part. The second area in which you can improve yourself is the emotional area. This area to me is crucial. Everything that goes on inside of you, if it's not healed, if it's not worked on, it will be seen physically or at least externally in your reactions and how you think. A lot of the emotional work you'll do will make you glow up, and I think that's pretty much 80% of the work. So that's why I would always advise you to have a therapist. I'm not sponsored by BetterHelp. At some point I hope I'll be sponsored by them, but to be honest, I would advise everyone to do some therapy, to go see a therapist. Maybe you don't have to see a therapist for your whole life, but like just maybe for a year, 6 months, just to understand the way you think, the way you behave, the thought patterns you have, because sometimes you don't even realize the patterns, the schemes you have in your life, the compensations you use. The most important thing you'll do is heal. And healing, I think, is really to the core of glowing up. You need to heal all the trauma, all the hurt you have. And for sure, this is a journey. This is not something you'll do. You cannot take 1 hour and be like, today I'll heal, and that's it, and then you're gonna be healed. Healing is really a process, it's a journey. Some memories will come back in a year, in 10 years. Reactions, some triggers, you will not see them until you're in a certain situation. There are several areas in which you can have trauma. A lot of people talk about childhood. For sure, childhood is the period in which you can have so much trauma. I think there are also teen years in which that can be very traumatic. You need to heal your traumas. You need to heal and understand your triggers. You need to understand where the hurt and the pain comes from, where your reactions come from. Some reactions you'll have, they come from very deep childhood. They come from things that if you don't work on them, you'll never be able to realize the scheme behind it. Everything that you don't know about yourself is controlling you to some level. I think Carl Jung said that. Your subconscious is controlling your conscious. So everything you don't know in your subconscious is controlling your conscious. So we talked about the physical part, the emotional part. I'm not gonna get too much into the details. Of course, I can do a very detailed video about how to glow up physically, how to glow up emotionally, and how to glow up spiritually. This is my last point, the last area in which you can, I think, glow up. Spiritual glow up is also very important. Honestly, I'm quite in that journey as well. Spiritual upgrade is really through understanding your core values. What are your values in life? What you believe in? If you have a faith, if you believe in God or a higher power, understand why you believe in that and what are the reasons why. Because if you don't understand the reasons why you believe in something, if you don't understand why you believe in something, why you trust something that's bigger than you, then when people will ask you a question or when something will trigger you a bit, then you won't be sure anymore. And you need to be sure. You need to be sure. You need to be sure of your values. You need to be sure of what you believe in. You need to understand what are the core values in your life, in family, in relationship, in your work, and all the spiritual growth you can do, of course, through your own faith, through getting closer to God, to build up a relationship with your God, to build a relationship in your faith. This is something that I think is crucial. It's an area I can improve and in which I want to improve. Those are the 3 areas I think you can improve in. Of course, you're gonna tell me, but you can improve financially, you can improve career-wise, but I think those are subgroups. And eventually, if you upgrade emotionally, your career will align at some point. I do believe that to the core of it, if you really want to improve your life in every area, whether that be financial, in your career, relationships, everything, it comes down to, have you healed? Have you worked on your trauma? Have you understood your triggers? Do you know where you're from? Do you understand how you work? A lot comes down to inner work, and then the outside will obviously radiate. You cannot neglect the physical part. You cannot neglect the emotional and the spiritual part. Like, those are all 3 together. Thank you so much, guys, for watching the video till the end. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.